Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button. If you are returning, then welcome back. Shout out to everybody that has come to this video and subscribed to my channel from my previous video, which was my labor and delivery vlog. If you have not watched it, make sure you go watch it before you watch this video, because there's a lot more pictures and videos of what actually happened. But today we are going to be doing a story time on the actual labor and delivery. So just giving you guys a bit more details that we were not able to show in the original video. As you can see, I have a special guest here. This is Paris. If you do not know him, this is my man. This is my husband. And we're just gonna talk to you guys and give you guys the story of what really went down. Okay, so starting out, I was in early labor for about 5 long days. My contractions actually started on a Friday, but they were so far apart. I never timed them. I never took them that seriously. I was hoping to take them seriously, but they just never got closer together. So Friday, Saturday, just had normal days. Sunday, went to church. Monday, normal day, relaxed. Tuesday was my appointment. So I was expressing to my midwife how I had been having these contractions for 5 long days. When are they gonna pick up? So she suggested that we do a membrane sweep, which basically helps open up my cervix a little bit more. After the membrane sweep, that helped me get to 3 centimeters. Now, after the appointment, I went home, I relaxed, I went to sleep. Then, as you saw in the video, I woke up to a really strong contraction. And that still didn't kick things in how I wanted it to, but I knew that things were gonna start picking up soon. Fast forward into the nighttime, I took a shower, we went to bed, everything was great. I went to sleep like normal, and then boom, 3:53 a.m. I remember because it woke me up and I looked at my phone and it was 3:53 a.m. The strongest contraction yet, you guys. I felt that one for sure. And it lasted a long time. It was probably about a minute long. Just got up, went to the bathroom because I had to pee, of course. They just wouldn't stop. They kept coming. I tried to get back in the bed and go back to sleep. It was not happening. So I'm just grunting and moaning and everything. So I finally wake him up. He wakes up and he's on go. So you can tell what you was feeling when I woke you up.
Honestly, I knew it was go time. I pretty much got the bag together, got the car packed up. I texted my mom because my mom was keeping Gianni. So I texted her and I was like, hey, it's time. She's having contractions. It's labor time, it's go time. I was like, you know, she was our go-to person she would be our on-call person to drop Gianni off to. So I was kind of planning and coordinating that. And she was like, okay. So my mom was on her way to pick up Gianni. So I was kind of waking up Gianni, getting her ready.
And she got there so fast.
Yeah, she got here pretty quick.
I don't know why she was up that early.
But yeah, I don't know either. But she's an early riser. So yeah, I woke up Gianni, got her ready to go, got her stuff together. Gianni was just kind of groggy. She didn't know what was going on, what was happening, because Ashley was handling the pain like a G. So she came out there, gave Gianni a hug like normal. That was really it. And then I called the midwife on call. I had to leave a voicemail. Then I called back because I'm at this point, my heart's racing because all I know is this is second baby. So with it being second baby, I wasn't taking no chances. Now, if it happened that he came here, we just would have had to made it work. So I called the midwife back again because I didn't hear anything. She said if somebody should have called back within like 5 minutes. I think 7 minutes had passed. So again, I'm still nervous. So I called right back. And I was like, hey, what's up? What we need to do? And then finally the midwife on call, she called me back. That was a popular day. There was 3 other families already in there when we got there, and it was only 5 o'clock in the morning. So she had been working, so that's why we didn't hear anything back sooner. And then, yeah, we got the car loaded. I got her sandwich. That was her after birth meal. Got the car packed up, and it was time to go, and we headed to the birth center.
So we got there around 5, was it 5 or 5:30? I can't even remember.
Say around 5:30.
Yeah, so we got there around 5:30 in the morning. When I got there, they're kind of like, here's your room. relax for a second until the midwife was able to come in and check me. So when she checked me, I was only 4 centimeters dilated. Now, I could have gotten discouraged, but I didn't. The way the contractions were coming, I was like, wow, only 4 centimeters? But things were consistent, they were picking up, so I didn't get too discouraged. So after she checked me, the midwife suggested that I do the Miles circuit, which is basically 3 different positions to try to help get the baby into the right position for labor. The first position, you're on your knees and your chest is on the bed or the ground. So I did it in the bed. I think I fell asleep during it. But you do each position for 30 minutes. So that was the first one. The second one was side lying, which you just lay on your side, and then I had a peanut ball in between my legs to kind of keep, your pelvis open. And then the third position is you can do curb walking or a lunge type of position. So since I was inside and it was 5 o'clock in the morning, I didn't do the curb walking. I just stood with my foot up on the side of the tub at a 90-degree angle and did that for 30 minutes. So while I was in that last position, the midwife starts running the water. I get in the tub. I think at this point it's about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. So I get in the tub, and when I tell y'all, it feels amazing. The tub felt amazing. It really helped me through the contractions for sure, because although the pain wasn't the contractions weren't in my back, it felt good on my back. It felt good on my stomach. It just felt good. It was nice and hot, the way that I like it. As I'm in the tub, of course, the contractions are still coming. I'm trying out different positions, whatever feels comfortable to me. My midwife literally did not tell me anything. She just let me do what felt was right for me.
From my end, up until when she gave birth, it wasn't go time just when we were at home. It was go time from the minute the minute we woke up that morning, all the way until she gave birth. I was kind of active. I was up, just kind of being aware, being in tune with whatever her body was doing. I think on the partner side, one of the best tips I can give is to, throughout her pregnancy, be as present as possible. Be there with your partner, be in tune with their body, be in tune with how they're feeling. Doing that throughout the pregnancy, I think, will help more so during the birth. You can track patterns, you can understand how they're feeling, why they're feeling the way they're feeling, and you can just look for signs and you can learn them. So that helped me majorly, and you can help your partner by doing that. Just being there. So whenever she's having a contraction, you're breathing with her. I was breathing with her. If she was swaying, I'm swaying with her. Of course, in the tub, really it's just being a support, just kind of being there, not saying too much, just kind of sensing if she's getting overwhelmed, or the pain might be too much, or the contraction's very strong. What can I do to support? It's pretty much just mimicking to her what I need her to do. We had a birth class before this, and that helped me in a lot of ways. I knew a lot of the information and I learned a lot of new information just from, this is my second child, so a lot of it wasn't brand new, but at the same time, just knowing how to mimic, not telling her what to do, but kind of suggesting and then guiding her through it by doing it with her. So we breathed together, we swayed together, we rocked together. When she was in the tub, I just kind of held her hand. Contraction got very, very strong. I just told her to put as much pressure in my hand as possible to try and, kind of like a counter pressure thing, to try and relieve some of that and to get her mind off of what her body's kind of doing, and push it out other places. And breathing's probably the number one thing that we experience together, and that I believe that's what helped her triumph over the contractions the way she did, is because her breathing was perfect.
And he was helping to coach me through the breathing.
Yes.
So I'm sure there were some points where I was holding my breath, and he would, kind of reassure me, breathe, it's almost over, you can get through it, you can do this. And like he said, him breathing with me helped me continue to breathe.
Part of that, the breathing, that's another kind of skill I had already, just because I was trained in opera singing. So you have to have a certain breathing technique to pull off whatever you're trying to sing. It takes a lot of stamina, strength, and air. Otherwise, you'll pass out. There's all kinds of things that can happen if you're not breathing correctly. So I was able to use that skill with her. It was kind of funny in our birth class when we would go through the breathing exercises. I'm like, oh, I know how to do these. I use these to sing. So that was very important. Just knowing your breathing technique, that's what helped her through them. I have to tell her to breathe low or send her breath down into her body. Breathe into the contraction. Don't let all the tension get caught up on her upper half of her body, because it would just be working against her. Yeah, she didn't scream. You didn't scream much.
No.
Not until
I was gonna get to that.
Oh. Okay.
So I was in the tub for about 2 hours. So like I said, I got in the tub around 8:30. He was born at 10:36. So in the tub, like he said, I was not screaming through the contractions or anything like that. I was breathing through them, doing what I was supposed to do. Now, when he began to drop into the birth canal, like getting ready to come out, I could feel him getting lower and lower and lower. My water broke. After my water broke, that's when the pain really, really kicked in, because I could just feel him coming down. I was telling him the other day, it's almost like if you had like a 5-pound bag of sugar and then you just dropped it on the floor. That's what I felt inside of me. That's the feeling of him dropping that I felt. And it was so uncomfortable. And that's when I knew he was about to come out. Because after I felt that, I said, okay, he's coming. I don't know about this. Because I literally started to, that was the worst pain. Outside of the contractions, him dropping and almost getting ready to come out, that was the worst pain. So I knew it was almost over then. So yes, after he dropped down, that's when I started pushing, or my body started pushing. I wasn't really aware that I was pushing, but my body began to push. After I felt my body start to push, I started helping my body push. And his head came out. Now when his head came out, the midwife was, pulling on his head, and I'm thinking I'm still pushing because she was helping me, trying to help me get him out, but I wasn't pushing anymore. So I felt the ring of fire then. Now the ring of fire, that's when I started screaming. I feel like, because I heard my midwife saying, Ashley, don't scream, don't scream. You have to push, don't scream. So really that was the only time that I screamed. And that's what I get a lot of questions about that, the pain and did I scream and all that stuff. That was the only time I screamed. It was literally when he was coming out.
Yeah, overall, it was a very beautiful experience.
Yes, it was.
For anybody, wherever you are, that is, if you're fortunate enough to have a birth center near you, or you're able to have birth at a birth center, I would do it. Of course, I'm not a woman, so I don't know the full scope of it.
Well, I'm an advocate.
Yeah, but just being a partner, being a husband, it was night and day. So we've had both experiences. We've been to the hospital, now we've been through the birth center, and I wouldn't change anything about the birth center experience. It was wonderful. The midwives, they don't press on you. They don't tell you what to do. There's always suggestions, but again, they're not talking to you, asking you all these questions. They check you, they make sure you're okay, ask if you need anything. Otherwise, it's just you and whoever your support person is in the room. And y'all just kind of just work through it together.
Make sure you get a doula as well.
Yeah.
My doula was so supportive, but doulas are supposed to be your advocates. They're supposed to help you as well. So even if you don't have a support person, consider getting a doula.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you have any questions about labor, delivery, birth center, natural birth, anything, being a mom of two, drop it down in the comments below and I will get back with you guys. Now, make sure that you are subscribed. Give this video a big thumbs up and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.